It happened. Elon Musk just revealed SpaceX's insane new nuclear reactor. Nuclear power is becoming portable. And guess who is making it possible? Well, only one man can do this, and the name of that guy is Mr. Elon Musk. Just imagine you are carrying a nuclear reactor in the trunk of your car and going somewhere without worrying about electricity and fuel for decades, or we would say centuries. That's why Musk and his fellow engineers are developing a nuclear reactor that is portable and lightweight. Want to know more about it? Then stay tuned to the video. And watch the video till the end. Hello guys, welcome back to Genius's Guide. But before we hop into the video, consider subscribing to the channel and don't forget to turn on the notifications to get new updates from us. Also, hit the like button to show your support. So, as we discussed in the intro, in today's video we are going to talk about a nuclear reactor, which is designed by Elon Musk's space agency, SpaceX's engineers. So, without any further ado, let's begin. A group of former SpaceX engineers is developing the world's first portable zero-emissions power source that can bring power to remote areas and can also allow for a quick installation of new units in populated areas. Last year, the team raised $1.2 million in angel funding for their startup Radiant to help develop portable nuclear microreactors aimed at both commercial and military applications. The California-based startup has raised funding for the development of portable nuclear reactors that can be transported in shipping containers. According to a report by New Atlas, this reactor can power over 1,000 homes with its 1 megawatt power output that can be generated over 8 years. According to the company, this nuclear reactor uses helium instead of water for cooling, and by this method, it will greatly reduce corrosion, boiling, and also contamination risks. They said, the particle fuel used in these reactors does not melt, and is also said to be capable of handling higher temperatures than traditional nuclear fuels. However, the company is also working around ways to refuel the reactors, and also efficiently transport heat out of the reactor core. Additionally, the use of nuclear reactors to generate electricity can also help to reduce emissions produced by diesel generators. And it would also decrease the need of getting trucks to transport fuel for these generators. But the need for trucks would still be there for transporting the nuclear reactors, though the dependence is expected to be much lesser, and portability in itself is a big factor here, as it would also help the electricity to reach easily in remote areas. And not only Radiant, but small nuclear reactors are also being developed by several countries, including NASA, who is making one the size of a garbage can. According to the World Nuclear Association, small nuclear reactors are convenient as they can be efficiently built in a controlled factory. They can also be lent to countries with smaller grids because of their small size and safety features. In addition, they are easier to finance compared to larger nuclear plants. However, Radiant is one of the few companies working on portable nuclear reactors, and will be joining Seaborg Technologies, a Copenhagen-based startup, which will deploy them globally on barges. Additionally, the company recently announced that they received 2 provisional patents for their breakthrough developments in portable nuclear reactors. One of these advances reduces the cost and time needed for reactor refueling, and the other improves the efficiency of heat transport from the reactor core. Radiant and Battle Energy Alliance, which manages operations at Idaho National Laboratory (INL), signed a memorandum of understanding to collaborate on the development and testing of this technology. Dr. Ashley Finnan, who is the director of the National Reactor Innovation Center at Idaho National Laboratory, stated the National Reactor Innovation Center (NRIC) looks forward to working with Radiant on testing their portable nuclear microreactor at INL. It's a way to empower innovators and create successful outcomes. This is an opportunity to bring cleaner energy to the future. And Jess Gehin, PhD, who is the chief scientist of the Nuclear Science and Technology Directorate at INL, says diesel fuel is unsustainable in some parts of the world, and wind and solar energy are unattractive or impractical. Clean and safe nuclear microreactors are emerging as the best alternative for these environments. Radiant's founder, Doug Bernauer, worked as an engineer at SpaceX, where he investigated energy sources for a Mars colony, as Bernauer saw the most promise in nuclear microreactors, so he left SpaceX to found Radiant, which offers an immediate opportunity on Earth for microreactors. Bernauer said that in many environments, nuclear energy is the best alternative to fossil fuels due to its clean, safe nature. Currently, both US political parties embrace nuclear energy. Our team's combined expertise in nuclear technology, rapid product iteration, and commercializing complex technologies gives us a huge competitive advantage in this market, and we're grateful to our investors as well as partners such as the Idaho National Laboratory who are helping us get to our first prototype. According to a US Department of Defense report, there are many remote locations around the world that require portable power, such as Arctic villages and remote military bases. Currently, these locations rely on fossil fuel generators, which are not only bad for the environment, but also problematic logistically since the generators require constant fuel shipments over rural roads, and transporting fuel at these locations can be dangerous. According to an Army report, mobile nuclear power plants for ground operations, about half of the 36,000 casualties during Operation Iraqi Freedom and Operation Enduring Freedom 2 were caused by hostile attacks during land transport missions. So, the advantages of nuclear microreactors are many. Their energy is clean, the fuel lasts several years, they are easily refueled, and they also work in areas without sunlight or wind, even underground. And Tesla and SpaceX CEO say modern nuclear power plants are safe, contrary to popular belief. He said, "I think it's possible to make nuclear power very, very safe. I'm referring to nuclear fission. You don't need fusion." Well, for the basic idea, nuclear fission is the process used by conventional reactors. In a fission reaction, a neutron slams into a larger atom, splitting it into two smaller atoms, which releases energy. While fusion is the exact opposite of fission, during fusion, smaller atoms collide and combine into heavier atoms, releasing energy. This is the process by which the sun produces energy. Musk said, "You've got that big fusion reactor in the sky called the sun. It comes up every day." However, fission generates radioactive waste that can remain dangerous for a very long time, whereas fusion produces no long-lived radioactive waste. But the problem is, with current technology, fusion uses all the energy it creates to sustain its reaction, leaving no net energy to power other devices. And several companies are attempting to commercialize fusion energy, though they haven't been successful. Recently, Musk, although didn't elaborate on how nuclear power plants could be extremely safe, but he has publicly supported nuclear energy for years. In an interview, Musk said that nuclear power plants should be built more often. "I think that is a better way of generating energy than a coal-fired power plant or a natural gas-fired power plant." And according to the Energy Information Administration, the United States generates about 20% of its energy from nuclear power. So, the conventional nuclear energy technology that uses fission has evolved and improved over time. One example is Bill Gates' advanced nuclear company, TerraPower, which is innovating on legacy power plants. However, nuclear power remains a controversial topic. Opponents of nuclear power argue that, despite technological advances, there are still risks associated with nuclear power, and that we should focus on increasing the use of renewable energy sources, such as wind and solar. But what do you guys think about this? Let us know in the comments section. And thank you for watching the video. We hope that you liked the video. If you did, then please leave a thumbs up and also consider subscribing to the channel by pressing that red button and that bell icon as well. And we'll see you in the next one. Until then, peace.